Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. All right, so folks, welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. Now, as a complete sewer, force main repairs. Now, today was a crazy day. Dungannon from this morning, well, last night to an extent. They were doing work on the road, and then one of these main sewer lines got damaged. So, OMG. You would imagine what that smelled like. You would imagine the kind of traffic there was this morning trying to divert traffic from that particular area so that the authorities could have repaired that situation there. But all in all, we'll give you an update on that. There's a job vacancy that you need to know about. Alright, wait, so people calling, Lord God. There's another missing teen. And I don't know. But we'll talk to you about that shortly. And we have other things to talk to you about. So brace yourself. This is Mikey Live. News discussed. Not told. Grenada is actually gearing up for Financial Information Month, October is usually the month for that, and the month for the children. And October is the month for everything. Simply put, all right, October is the month for everything. Anywho, let's take a quick one and come back. Headlines brought to you through the kind compliments of Coach Grenada Limited. Did you sell Nawasa? Real Value IGA Supermarket. We've got superb distributors. We've got the Bigny Insurance. We've got Republic Bank Online and all the other sponsors. Thank you for joining us. We also have with us on board Ariza Credit Union. We take a break. A quick one. Coming back, and don't forget, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments. Did you sell? That lucky person might just be you.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
The reason for your happiness, peace of mind, and smile. The caring companion that supports you with your goals. Your ally in the fulfillment of your dreams. Think of us as someone you share your life with. Your friend Ami, a Ryza mobile and internet experience, keeping you in touch and in the know on your journey to financial freedom. A Ryza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb service. We are Superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Okay, family, welcome to another Mikey Live program. So, the first thing, boy, oh boy, we had to tell you about is today, Ghanaians, boy. No, let me tell you this. It was traffic. This morning, as Nawasa dealt with that situation last night, we got it about 2 o'clock. The news that there is a broken sewer line down in Guyana by the plaza down there, and it had to be repaired, and there's a lot of work to do it. And you know they didn't with sewer, and I said, oh my God, the sewer line, eh? So it was all kind of thing them men and them had to deal with today. And then the traffic and so, but the police, I think they handled it well. So Nawasa National Water and Sewage Authority advises that repairs have been successfully completed on the damaged sewer force mains located in the close proximity to the Excel Plaza. Now the adjoining roads and drains have been thoroughly washed, they say, and disinfected to ensure public health and safety. I passed on there and it was okay, but I was like a ghost when I passed on there. So this morning was crazy. This afternoon I passed about 4:30-ish, and like I just drive, like no traffic. I say, what going on there? Then people open the road. Why is all the scene by the place has been properly sanitized by green. That's like they ain't playing with that, you know. All right. So they say that the roads and drains have been thoroughly washed and disinfected, properly sanitized to ensure public health and safety. And now also say that they'll continue to monitor the area to ensure that no other locations are affected by residual odors from the incident. Work is currently ongoing to reinstate the road surface and to facilitate the full resumption of southbound traffic from Grand Anse to the Morris Bishop Highway. Well, when I passed, it was good. It was good. It just they had to cover they cover it just to pay thing. So I find it good. Now, WAHASA has also engaged in discussion, they say, with the contractor to implement measures aimed to preventing similar occurrences in the future. We take this opportunity, they say, to thank the public for your patience and understanding during this period. A special commendation is extended as well to Sergeant Williams and his team from the South St. George Police Station for their efforts in managing the traffic. They did well this morning. They divert traffic in a place in Montreux that I never knew existed. So I was happy to learn that place. We also highly commend the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Randy Connaught, and Head of Traffic, ASP Randall Batiste, who worked closely with our team from as early as 5 a.m. to ensure that all necessary arrangements were in place. And so they say the thing. Well, I have to say that, sometimes we doesn't see what happens in the back end. We doesn't see what happens in the back end, and I have to say, Commissioner Connaught, he and his team at traffic, they just do a good job. I remember maybe it was one or two instances when there were major accidents, and they will call and say, Mikey, how far, what's your location? We need some drone coverage. We need some drone footage of the area so that we can know how to manage the traffic and stuff like that. Listen, they are always on the ball, and they use the opportunity to engage stakeholders, colleagues, people that they might know, to effectively execute their job. You understand? So they go beyond just a regular, line of duty. And of course, that is always commendable. Yeah, so big up. I know that they are very big on that. And so I want to big them up, just as Nawasa is doing. Big them up. And let me tell you something. Yeah, I can say what I want about the police force. That police force runs its place like an institution. It's not a perfect place like anywhere else. But for the most part, I find, there are some departments that run excellently. And so we have to just give it its credit. You can't let one or two little bad situations cloud your judgment on the entire thing. That don't make no sense. You understand? So we put out a job vacancy thing today, and the phone just keep going off the hook. People, what we do is we promote, we share the business. And if you're serious about employment, you will follow the instructions on the business. But then people calling us, no. Why? Call for so. So I wonder, I say, well, all these people calling us so? Why are we getting so much calls for that job in particular from the British High Commission? Only to find out it's a really good job for driver and office maintenance, and they pay real proper. So that is why the phone was blowing up like that. Because it's decent. So we post the business on the page. Check it out. Don't go off Mikey Live not to go and watch and thing. When you finish watching Mikey Live, then you can go ahead and click the link on the page so that you can apply. All right, but you're also seeing it on the screen right now, so you could take a little note of it. And when the Mikey Live done, you could do the business. All right, so it is for the British High Commission in St. George's, driver and office maintenance. All right, so please go ahead, and the deadline is in a couple of days from now. All right, so organize yourself. Don't say we didn't tell you about this job opportunity. That one different. Good. Thank you very much. And we will keep telling all of it. For a couple of days, we will tell all about it. Yeah, stick it on. Yet another missing team. Let me put it on your screen. Alright, yeah, we're even screening, we're screaming. Because this is out of hand. Yesterday we told you about one missing teen, and then we get a message. Lad, do you know that we hold on, put me back on the business. Many a times when we put all these things, then people who are missing calls us. Most times they will text. You understand? When we put it out, they'll text, hey, I'm not missing. Hey, so I really don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what can we do differently? I don't know if we're doing all that we can to reduce the amount of... Grenada probably have the most missing teams in the whole region. I ain't even making it up. I'm not even making it up. You go look for yourself. Go on Google all the news in all the Caribbean islands and ask me. And see if you see any other Caribbean. Jamaica, Jukutu, Jamaica don't have some other missing people like Grenada does. When I Jukutu, when I say Jukutu, I don't mean no. Yeah, I don't mean nothing. You understand? It's a term we used to use in school. You understand? Yeah, but come on, man. Come on, man. Like, yo. So anyway, let me read them people business here. Alright. So her picture is on your screen. She's 5 feet 5 inches tall, complexion dark brown. Her name is Alicia Isaac. She's slim. Police say that they really need your help in finding her. All right. She's actually from Frequente in St. George. She's gone missing from the 28th. That was since Sunday, and has not returned since. So if you know anything about her whereabouts, please contact your nearest police station, or you can call the easiest number to remember, 911. You can call the hotline number, 444-4454. You can call the Criminal Investigations Department, 440-3921. All right, so please call. Young ladies, I don't know what you're going through a situation. Call me. Call us. Let's talk it over. I'm not saying this is the case in this situation. More often than not, it is some sort of something going on home. Let's talk. Let's see how we can get this sorted out. You understand? I know that there is no GPS on navigating life as a teen. Most times you are left to do that on your own based on the relationship that you would have with your mother and your father. So we understand it sometimes can be tough. There also might be things that your mind is telling you based on your age and the level of maturity that you, in your best judgment, will think that is the best course of action. And you could talk to somebody about it. Maybe somebody a little bit older. I know that sometimes you feel like you can't trust people, but there are people you can talk to and trust. Yeah? And what you're going through as a teen is not unique. Every child goes through some degree of confusion as they try to navigate their current experiences as a teen. I had my own challenges as a teen. I run away too? What do you mean? Of course I run away. I run away and I go and hide in a fridge. Because I didn't want my mother to beat me because we took breeze and make tea. And the neighbor tell. Nosy neighbor go and tell. And my mom used to beat bad. So, me and my brother, when we get catch, we bail. You understand? We go and hide. Whole day they looking for us. Me and my brother, we hide in our fridge in the Anglican schoolyard. Okay? Now here's what the problem was. When we went and hide in the fridge, that fridge could have locked on us and we could have suffocated in the fridge. We're trying to get away from licks and we almost lost our lives. The whole I go off looking for Mike and Mikey. They call. They pass close to us. Nobody expected us to be in that old fridge, lock up inside that old fridge, an old abandoned fridge. We could have get juke and get tetanus. We could have get bite from, what do you call it again? From Santopi. Rat could have bite us. The fridge could have locked. We were running away from licks. We thought we were doing the right thing to save ourselves some licks. But guess what? When you go home, you will still getting a good cut ass. So there's no point in running. You understand? So, after a little while, when outside get dark, and we go back home, because you have to go home, you get packed, you hungry, man hungry. You understand? Man hungry. So, man have to eat. That's why we didn't make the tea in the first place with the breezer. Because man pack. So, at some point in time, needs would need to be met. So, you run away from home, you would have needs to be met. You need your sanitary stuff. You will start missing your family. You may end up meeting friends who pretended that they care about you all the time, but no. Somebody go come and talk things in your head and then you go realize now they're trying to use you. The trouble out there is greater than the trouble at home. In some cases. Because we know some situations at home and I'm coming to that. In a lot of cases, the trouble out there is more than the trouble at home. And the trouble at home is temporary. because there are mechanisms in place. The law and the system is set to protect you against trouble at home. Nothing and no one could protect you from the trouble out there. You hear me? So if you are having trouble at home, believe you me, there are systems in place to protect you from the trouble at home. For the discontinuation of the trouble at home. But very little could be done for you with the trouble that you're running towards. And more often than not, the trouble that you find yourself in out there takes a long time to shake off. You hear me? So please, when you feel like you have experienced it all as a teen, and now you feel like you're ready to run, you end up on Mikey Live. All when you're 20, 30, 40 years, there's no coming back for you. People remember you as a child who ran away from home. So think about it before you do. Okay? And parents, do your best to ensure that the conditions that, and nobody will call me, I'm talking in general. Do your best to ensure that you're doing right by your children. Even when they had hard, ask yourself if you are employing the right parental strategies to kind of like dissuade, to get them away from certain behaviors. Yes, we may have our way of doing things, but is it the right way? Ask ourselves this. It might be pleasing to us, but is that the right and the best course of action for the outcome that you're looking for? I mean, I get licks and I decide I'd never run away again. But that was back then. Today, all you have to tell me is you're taking away my phone and as a Christian. I'm getting good as a priest. Just tell me you're taking away my phone or my device, or you're charging it for a couple hours, and it's a wrap. You understand? It's a wrap. I turn in acolyte. You understand? So make sure. You understand? That you're doing right by your children. Okay? Because, sometimes they always say, okay, when they run away, they're going this and they're going that. But sometimes they're running away from some serious situations at home. You understand? From some serious situations at home, some children are running away from. And that too is another reality. Please, let us do right by our children. Okay? Okay. So, any who's call police or anything if you see the child. I don't talk. Now, the United States Department of State has listed several Caribbean countries in its 2025 Trafficking in Persons report. It stated that trafficking in persons and human trafficking are umbrella terms often used interchangeably, and that is to refer to a crime whereby traffickers exploit and profit at the expense of adults or even children by compelling them to perform labor or engage in commercial sex. It says when a person younger than 18 is used to perform a commercial sex act, it is a crime, regardless of whether there is any form of force, fraud, or coercion involved. You understand? They say they recognize all forms, and particularly two primary forms of trafficking in person, namely sex trafficking and forced labor. In its report, the State Department has placed the Bahamas, Guyana, and Suriname in Tier 1, which it said are those whose governments fully meet the Trafficking Victims Protection Act's TVPA minimum standards for the elimination of trafficking. And we go on to say that Antigua and Barbuda, Aruba, Belize, Jamaica, and listen who they are, the listener, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Curacao, the Dominican Republic, and here who they too now, Trinidad and Tobago, have all been placed in Tier 2, whose governments do not fully meet the TVPA's minimum standards, but are making significant efforts to bring themselves into compliance with the standards. He goes on to say that St. Lucia and Barbados have been placed in Tier 2 watch list. Hey, you understand? No. St. Martin, Venezuela, and Cuba have been placed in Tier 3. You understand? Yeah, so, anywho's, y'all look glad that you're naming calling in that kind of high-level business right there. You understand? But anyway, so, there's a lot that happens behind closed doors, Anywho's we go. So the Ministry of Finance has outlined a series of activities as Grenada prepares to observe Financial Information Month, FIM, October 2025, yes. Now Grenada will join other Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, ECCU member states and member countries in promoting financial literacy and raising awareness among citizens. So it's something that they do every year. You understand? I used to dread October when I did on the radio. October used to be my worst month. I could say that now. The worst month on radio. If I could have take holiday in October, I would have do it. You know why? You understand? Because I used to have a lot of work to do. To study documents. Because I'm not in the finance business. So to sound like you're bright, you have to study all the documents. You have to converse with the institutions. You have to plan with the institutions, and then you have to execute interviews every week in October. It all had to do with financial literacy, as they're saying, and of course, and promoting financial literacy and raising awareness among the citizens. And of course, you have to have it right. It used to be tough. It's like doing mathematics. You understand? But understand this. It was very edifying. Very, very edifying. Because things that you probably would not know about finances, how to manage, and all of that. That's the kind of information you get there. So again, they're promoting this, so there will be a lot of engagement, so you got to look forward to that. And Hassan, I think we should be having some interviews too. Oh gosh. Yes. So, what else we have to tell you? Oh yes. CSME boy, single movement, single market. You remember we have to speak a lot about that, the CSME, that. But you realize we haven't heard about that in a long time, like the conversation died. But no moves are being made right now. So the CARICOM Private Sector Organization, CPSO, say that they would like to welcome the implementation of the full free movement rights for nationals of Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines under the CARICOM Single Market and Economy, CSME. Full free movement for these nationals comes into effect as of tomorrow, October 1st, 2025. Now, the implementation of full free movement represents, that they say, a defining milestone in the realization of the CSME, and it brings tangible meaning to the vision of a borderless regional economy. And that's something that they've been trying to establish for years. And like I said, it would seem that the conversation have died, but they're moving on. They're moving on with this. Mia Motley also, stated, she had a little thing I released earlier on today, speaking about that and what is required and stuff. They say they could be doing all the vetting and things, so don't feel like it's just a come free for all. You understand? They'll be having rigorous vetting processes and stuff like that to make sure that they're allowing the right persons to come in and to operate as their own citizens. All right. What else do we have to tell? Oh, folks, one of the things that peeves me, something that I've been seeing lately is that this selfishness of and the carelessness of people. Like I guess as much I am on the road all the time, driving around and just observing how it is that we operate as a people. And it's a dangerous decline of consideration, if you ask me. For example, 20-foot road, 3 vehicles could pass. Right? And then you would find 2 bossmen would just stop in the middle of the road, in the middle of the traffic. It doesn't matter how long the line is behind them, and just have a conversation like if they're talking to the girlfriend. In fact, I wonder how man comfortable talking to man. So it's kind of like, I'm like, huh? Get a room, guys. But anyway, who am I? But yeah, like, and I'm like, how do we get to that point? I drove through Grandins, I think it was Friday, maybe Friday. Long traffic, so because they're doing work on the road. They're doing work on the road, so them traffic, the trafficking. Yeah, we outside. You understand? And then you have 2 Grandins bossmen going opposite direction, talking like if them is boyfriend and girlfriend in the road. And it's like it's nobody's, they're not even moved by the fact that they're holding up 15 vehicles on each side. And then if you toot your horn, I'll leave you to guess put in the comment section what the response would be. If you toot your horn to say, hey guys, hey, honey, move over, let's go. You understand? Well, you can't wait. You don't have patience. Like, I just don't get it. Like, how did we get here? How did we get here? Or they would even tell you, mind your damn business. How it is not your business? How is it not your business that they are inconveniencing you, but they don't see that far? So that can't be normal. So what do we call that? What do we call that? Yeah, something. I like to get under the skin. So when they I like to say, well, you're done, sir. Because you don't have much time to talk because you don't want to be like the others. Yeah, so you don't have much time. So you have to say a line that will get under the skin. And I stand to make sure that they go pay for what they just did. So I say, but there has to be some kind of dunceness. There have to be that you're not educated. Because somebody with any sort of bright or common sense don't doing that. Because he would think that, wait, there's a doctor who's trying to get to the hospital because they call him because there's an emergency, somebody need emergency heart surgery. There's a parent who has a child who is throwing up and they can't understand why, so they need to get to the thing. There is somebody who really needs to get to an office like right now because they need to get in a very life-changing call. There's somebody who because of traffic is running late for their dream job. There are so many scenarios, right? There are so many entangled in that dunceness. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what it has to be. It has to be a lack of awareness, a lack of something to do that so easily. And listen, some of them just do that 2, 3, 4 times a day. So you can't wait. And you try to do them that. And that's not only with bus people, and that's people in general. A lot, you will find that happening. A lot of people. Just pull over at the side and have a conversation, but no, that is too hard to do. You understand? That's too much to ask of them, so they're just going to inconvenience everybody. Today, I saw some guys cutting bush. I don't want to say it because I don't know who do it and why. So you cut the side of the road, you cut the bush, and you put the bush on the side of the road. My God, what do you think will happen? And I just drove in the area with bush on both sides of the road. What do you think will happen unless you get somebody to move that out between now and say 6:30 tomorrow morning? That will be chaos for commuters, for people trying to go to school, trying to go to work, just trying to move about tomorrow morning if that remains there. Like, what the hell? Yeah, who does that kind of stuff? It's almost like if it doesn't affect them, then they are not even bothered about it. And last night we were talking about the garbage. That is a whole nother story. 2 months ago, I think it might be, a truck. What do you call it? Mondelez area? Mondelez kind of, I think. A cement truck. Cement, concrete truck. Concrete truck. Had an incident where the truck probably would have drove a little too much to the side of the road. So it broke the edge of the road and ended up in the drain, in a sense, if I could explain it that way. I saw the incident with the cement truck. I said, okay, well, I look like a little news. But then I said, you know what? That could be somebody's job. Maybe he didn't drive properly and he do something stupid and thing. He make a mistake, you know? If I put that out there, so maybe the boss go see it and the boss go get hers. So I don't do the news story. I don't do the article. I don't do the thing. Would you believe? 2 months later, almost, today, the concrete spill. You hear me, people? The concrete spill, right? Also, is still in the road. The same place where the incident took place and the cement truck fall off a little bit. So you end up spilling concrete, it end up spilling cement. So you make a little cement mountain. I don't want to exaggerate the thing, but it's a good 2 feet or something, or maybe 1.5. But it hold up a good area in Mondelez. I think the area is Mondelez. Anyway, but I don't know what I'm talking about. It still is, it's still there to this day. Like, how? And listen, I already planned that I'm doing a whole series for those concrete companies. Huvex is the business. I'm going around the whole of Grenada and every bit of concrete spill I see, I'm doing a video and I'm finding out the company that did it and we're putting them on blast. The government fix, and then tomorrow, same ish again. Like, how do you sleep at night knowing that your actions is going to create a domino effect of negative effects for people for days and months? How do you sleep at night? Knowing that something that you omitted to do or something that you did is creating a problem for people as you sleep. Like, I don't know how we got here, how we got to this point. Listen, that time now, let me stop because all you're raising me pressure. Okay? But tonight, you understand, I'm raising my blood pressure just to say to you guys, please have some consideration. Have some empathy. Have some consideration. Be bright. Be smart. Be wise. We know you're better than that. All right? So when you think about doing the do, think of how it will affect others. And I think we should be good. Alright? What are you saying? Good. You're raising me pressure. You understand? I'll make me head hot. Anywho's, let's go. So, the next thing that we have, lad, I don't know how they do it, people. I don't know how they do it. For me, I wouldn't be able to sleep. Nope. Not me. Can't. I'll think about it. I'll get up at the middle of the night and go and fix it. So, there you go now. Let me move. Alright, so auto confirmation, but Mikey live streaming. Alright. So the next thing that we have to tell you on the business is the weather. I see we have some things here for child month. We'll do that tomorrow because it officially starts tomorrow, God's willing. So we agree that we'll handle that tomorrow, God's willing. Alright. So let's go. Weather is expected to be generally fair with a low chance of brief isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 26 degrees Celsius. Winds east, northeasterly to east, southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Now, your Wednesday's weather, expected to be, again, generally fair with brief isolated overnight showers. Max temp 32.5 degrees Celsius. I'm telling you, we're going to get a heat wave. It's getting there. 32.5 degrees Celsius. Minimum 26. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves up to 4 feet in open waters. And so that's our weather report for tonight and tomorrow. And so I've got this cute little app now that gives us all of the people online in one place. So I don't have to go YouTube for itself and then go back to Facebook. I got all of you in one place. So on that note, I would like to big up Sylvina Charles, Veronica, Jacinta, Valerie, Adonna, Cher, Marcus, Suzanne, Sylvina again, Adonna again, Valerie, Marcus again, Sylvina. They're talking up a standby. Joseph, Java, what's going on, Java? You good? Camila, how are you? Courtney, Yvonne, how are you too? And so everybody else on the business, so I'd like to say hello and thank you for always joining us, you know what I mean? And being part of the conversation. Is always good to have you with us. And so we're looking forward to coming back on the business and having a discussion with you again about every and anything. This is what we call News Discussed, Not Told, Mikey Life. What we have now for you is the national report. But before we go there, and sometimes I choose not to talk about certain things because it will be back in the national report. We don't have to talk about things twice. So, so take care. You're staying there. You're not going anywhere. All right? Because, you understand. To get through the NR. But yes, I want to take this opportunity to remind you to please continue supporting those who support us, and you know who our sponsors are. But for those of you who can't remember, here they are. Up next, the National Report.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
To meet the growing water demand in the south of the island, NAWASA, in collaboration with the Caribbean Development Bank through the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Fund, is implementing the Southern St. George's Water Supply Expansion Project. This project is designed to improve water quality, ensure a consistent supply, and protect our environment for future generations. We are upgrading our water supply system by replacing aging infrastructure, constructing new storage tanks, and installing advanced monitoring equipment. There will be dust, noise, and traffic inconveniences. We appreciate your patience during the construction phase. We believe in the power of community engagement. Your voice matters. Your input is essential. Want to learn more? Get involved. Attend our public meetings. Follow us on NAWASA's social media and share your feedback. Reliable, safe drinking water means a healthier, better quality of life for all. Together, we're securing a better water future for Grenada. Join us on this journey. This project is made possible through the collaborative efforts of the Government of Grenada, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office of the United Kingdom, with grant funding from the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
The reason for your happiness, peace of mind, and smile. The caring companion that supports you with your goals. Your ally in the fulfillment of your dreams. Think of us as someone you share your life with. Your friend Ami, a Riser mobile and internet experience, keeping you in touch and in the know on your journey to financial freedom. A Riser Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin Diapers, New Bright Laundry Detergent, Allegra Pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
This is the GIS News for Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. I am Rakisha St. Louis. Coming up in the news, Southern St. George Water Supply Expansion Project to be completed by March 2026. And Green and Grenada Market Composting Pilot Project launched to convert organic waste to boost agriculture sector. We'll have details to these stories and more when we return.
The Grenada Cultural Foundation presents the Antitech Spice Word Festival 2025 from Monday, October 13th to Friday, October 17th. Get ready for a roundtable discussion on Monday, October 13th from 6 p.m. at the Spice Basket Pavilion area. Topic of discussion: Antitech Grenadian folklore, its relevance and meaning. Thursday, October 16th, it's an open mic night, a celebration of words. From 6 p.m. at the Spice Basket Pavilion area, and the admission for both nights absolutely free. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Come on out on Monday, October 13th, and on Thursday, October 16th. It's the Antitech Spice Word Festival 2025.
Climate change is real, bringing hotter days and less rain. Less rain means less water, so it's crucial for us to conserve water at home. When washing my vehicle, I use a bucket with rainwater that I have stored. This is how I save water. What are you waiting for?
Welcome back. Grenada is working towards the successful completion of the Southern St. George Water Supply Expansion Project by March 31st, 2026. The project, which is funded by the United Kingdom Caribbean Infrastructure Fund, includes infrastructural improvement to water treatment plants in 5 Caribbean islands. To date, 40% of pipes have been laid on Lot 2 of the project, and pressure testing has commenced, while 50% of pipes have been laid along the Concord Road as a part of Lot 1. Project Coordinator Nigel John says they are working to complete the infrastructure and institutional strengthening by mid-February. He says the aim is to have all pipes laid before the start of the cruise season, and they have taken steps to avoid delays along the Concord project.
For 3 days a week, we've written to the Royal Grenada Police Force, we've written to the Commissioner and asked for permission to close the road on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and reschedule the work. That is the contractor CCCCI, who's the Lot 1 contractor, reschedule their work to ensure that on the Tuesdays and Thursdays, in other words, the days in between, that they will not be doing any type of work that could pose danger to traffic that will be allowed to pass. So the road is not going to be closed for weeks at a time. We are seeking to get the pipe work done by the 10th of October out of there, and given we already have added an additional crew also to the teams up there so that we can get the work done in the shortest possible time.
The infrastructure component of the Southern St. George Water Supply Expansion Project includes the improvement of the water treatment plant at Concord, 2 new water tanks at Molineux, new water pipes at Point Celine throughout St. George's, and new sewer lines within St. George's. John says the aim is to triple water storage capacity, therefore increasing water supply.
Within our Southern St. George area, it is really water challenge. It is the largest demand area for water because you have the airport, you have the hospital, you have most of the schools, right, as a cluster. You have the university, right, St. George's University, you have TAMCC, you have most of the businesses, you have the hotel belt. I can keep going. So, but what we don't have is a consistent and reliable supply of good quality water. Even sometimes you get water, and I know Wim Cox is going to kill me for saying this again, it could be a little Nesquik, yeah? So what we want to do at the end of this project, what it means is that we have a more consistent, reliable supply of good quality water where it's needed, when it's needed.
Grenada takes another bold step in converting organic waste into resources to transform the island's agriculture sector by addressing soil health and waste management. The recently launched Green and Grenada Market Composting Pilot Project aims to divert 40 to 43% of organic waste from landfills through composting with support from Republic Bank and Recycle Organics. The initiative includes training, education, and technical assistance to enhance waste management. Chief Agriculture Officer within the Ministry of Agriculture, Thaddeus Peters, says healthy soil is the foundation of food security. The ministry, he says, remains committed to implement projects and programs to tackle issues affecting food security and waste management.
By turning market waste into compost and soil-enhancing products, this project addresses 2 of our nation's pressing challenges: waste management and soil health. Healthy soils are the foundation of food security, and with climate change already affecting yields and productivity, innovative solutions like this one are urgently needed. And I would also like to announce that the ministry is making great effort in having our soil testing capabilities reinstated. So hopefully in the coming year, we should be on our way with having our soil labs back functioning. This pilot is an important first step towards a more circular agricultural economy, one in which waste becomes an input and farming systems become more resilient. The ministry remains committed to working with all partners to ensure its success and to scale up the lessons learned for the benefits of the entire agricultural sector.
General Manager of Operations at Republic Bank, Mavis McBurney, describes the project as visionary and transformative. It starts with a change in mindset and empowering communities.
This initiative is not just about bins
and compost. It is about changing mindsets. That's where it begins. Changing mindsets, empowering communities, and building a climate resilient Grenada. One that values its organic resources, protects its environment, and nurtures sustainable livelihoods. As responsible adults, we recognize that organic waste, when not properly managed or disposed of, contributes significantly to environmental degradation and a myriad of other issues. However, with innovation and collaboration like this project, waste from our St. George's markets will soon become resource, transformed into nutrient-rich compost that can support local agriculture and community resilience.
The project aligns with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, focusing on responsible consumption, climate action, and partnerships. According to Mac Burney, waste will soon become a resource.
So the project is aligned with SDG 12, which speaks to responsible consumption and production, SDG 13, which speaks to climate action, SDG 15, which speaks to life on land, and SDG 17, which speaks to partnerships for the goals. So Republic Bank is extremely proud to be part of this collaborative effort through our social investment program known as the Power to Make a Difference. Through this program, Republic Bank has positively impacted our communities for well over 2 decades under the 4 pillars which support the core of the initiative, and I'll name them: the power to care, the power to help, the power to learn, and the power to succeed.
Continuing the news, authentic Grenadian folklore will be the focus of this year's Anti-Tech Spice Word Festival, to be held from October 13th. The one-week festival commences with a panel discussion at the Spice Basket with emphasis on the history of Anti-Tech and the promotion of local mythology. CEO of the Grenada Cultural Foundation, Livingston Nelson, says activities will be held throughout all parishes, including the Sister Isles.
We are inviting schools, community groups to share the poems, post a poem, post a short script, an excerpt from a book, and tag the Grenada Cultural Foundation. So that one is open to all and sundry. So that is on from again, same from the Monday. We also working alongside with Grenadian Published Artists Inc. And they are going to be having special artists going into the schools. And we have some poets, certain selected schools. We have poets also that will be going in some selected schools. We don't have enough, so some selected schools. So it cannot be all the schools.
The festival will be guided by the theme Echoes of Our History and Culture. Other activities include an open mic night at the Spice Basket and a Labukan presentation at the Deluxe Cinema on October 15th.
So we wanted to look at our impact on that opening night. That is again on Monday, the 13th at Spice Basket from 6 p.m. We want to look at her and explore impact she had in the Grenadian society, but also look deeper into folklore. Is it still relevant in a time like now? Does it have meaning for our younger generation? How important it is for us to preserve, to tell, to recreate our Grenadian and folk stories.
Nelson believes the Anti-Tech Festival has helped maintain and promote important aspects of Grenadian history and culture.
We have a growing trend where we are a lot of young people are now writing. They are writing books. And some of them are delving a lot into the Grenadian folklore. They add in their own interpretation. So not just the existing stories. Some of them are creating their own stories. There is one like an example like Alisa Bizinski, who she has published at least 3 books and it dealt with Grenadian, mythological figures. She has created her own storyline. So we're encouraging people to do that. We're encouraging more Grenadians to listen, to be part of that. So I think it has its place right now, even amidst the gadgets and the fact that we are bombarded with other stories. Our stories can be part of the TikTok, and our stories can be part of that social media network.
You're watching the GIS News. More news after the break.
The official Atlantic hurricane season runs from June 1 to November 30. Are you ready? Have a family emergency plan. Stock up on supplies. Follow official alerts. Do not rely on rumors. Prepared communities are stronger communities, but preparedness begins with you.
A message from the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA.
To meet the growing water demand in the south of the island, NOASA, in collaboration with the Caribbean Development Bank through the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Fund, is implementing the Southern St. George's Water Supply Expansion Project. This project is designed to improve water quality, ensure a consistent supply, and protect our environment for future generations. We are upgrading our water supply system by replacing aging infrastructure, constructing new storage tanks, and installing advanced monitoring equipment. There will be dust, noise, and traffic inconveniences. We appreciate your patience during the construction phase. We believe in the power of community engagement. Your voice matters. Your input is essential. Want to learn more? Get involved. Attend our public meetings. Follow us on NOASA's social media and share your feedback. Reliable, safe drinking water means a healthier, better quality of life for all. Together, we're securing a better water future for Grenada. Join us on this journey. This project is made possible through the collaborative efforts of the Government of Grenada, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office of the United Kingdom, with grant funding from the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund.
Welcome back. The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council remains optimistic that health statistics will soon reflect a radical shift in mindset and lifestyle following a recent webinar titled Cooking with Danger, organized in conjunction with the Ministry of Health and Wellness. The webinar, which targeted the general public, focused on the health impact of reused oils in Grenadian kitchens. Facilitators Dr. Larissa Mark, epidemiologist, and Dr. Ariel Frederick highlighted why reusing oils is unhealthy. Research shows that heated oil can lead to cancer, which is currently the leading cause of death locally. Nutrition Education and Promotions Coordinator at GFNC, Caris Bristol, says the council is satisfied with the outcome and the participation of the webinar.
When oils are heated, it forms a chemical that can cause cancer, which, again, as mentioned, is the leading cause of death in Grenada. And we have to be mindful of that, and we have to make an informed choice of where we go forward from there. What are the oils are we speaking about? And these are the vegetable oils. So the sunflower seeds oil that you probably purchase and use, what impact does it have? The olive oil, reusing it, and once it's heated, that can damage our cells and bring us to a higher risk for developing cancer, especially if it's in our family. So we have the information, you have the information now, and this information is key to your health, your well-being. How do you want to see yourself in the next few years, in the next decade or so, or more?
GFNC continues to promote healthy lifestyles and educate the public on ways local products can be used to facilitate that. Bristol outlines ongoing and upcoming projects for the rest of 2025.
So we are nearing the end of 2025. It has been a great year for us. We have the high school snack attack that we have launched and it's ongoing. We have a few schools on board and we are looking to see their marketing strategy and what healthy snack ideas they come up with to share with their teammates, their students, their friends, and even the community. We have ongoing Fruity Wednesdays. So every Wednesday until December, we are encouraging the public to have a fruit. If it's at snack time, mid-morning snack, mid-afternoon snack, or with your meal, your lunch, have a snack. It can be replacing a glass of juice. So instead of having juice, have a whole fruit. You can dice it, you can enjoy it, and you can share your photos or videos with us by taking a photo of 2 adults or more. Share it with us that you're eating a rare fruit, maybe that's locally grown, or a popular fruit that you really enjoy eating. And we'll love to share it on our social media pages. Upcoming, we'll have a supermarket sweep partnering with a local supermarket. You'll get more details on that.
The new ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Grenada, His Excellency Yang Shu, has pledged to continue to strengthen the bilateral relations between the two countries, as Grenada is an important corporate partner. His credentials were presented to Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagranade on Tuesday.
Your Excellency, I am greatly honored to be appointed Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the People's Republic of China to Grenada. During my tenure of office, I will exert my best efforts to further deepen China-Grenada bilateral relationship and enhance the friendship between our two peoples. I am convinced that in carrying out this important mission, I shall receive support and assistance from Your Excellency and your government. May Grenada enjoy prosperity and its people happiness. May the China-Grenada friendship further strengthen and grow. May Your Excellency enjoy happiness and good health.
This year marks 20 years of renewed bilateral relations between Grenada and the People's Republic of China. Ambassador Shu believes it is an opportunity to deepen practical cooperation and advance high-quality development, paving the way for new progress in bilateral relations.
The Chinese government attaches great importance to China-Grenada relations and is willing to work with the Grenadian side to view the 20th anniversary of the resumption of the diplomatic ties between our two countries as a new start to comprehensively promote our practical cooperation and high-quality development guided by the Belt and Road initiatives, closely coordinate and cooperate in international and regional affairs, so as to constantly forge new progress in our bilateral relationship and better benefit our two countries and peoples.
Governor General Dame Cecile Lagranade highlighted the areas of major infrastructural development in Grenada by the People's Republic of China.
In addition to the housing units and the major refurbishing of the National Cricket Stadium, another major infrastructural project to which China has contributed was the Maurice Bishop International Runway and Road Rehabilitation Project under the Belt and Road Initiative. Grenada has also benefited from the generosity of the government and people of China in several other areas. The China Aid Agricultural Technical Assistance Project, involving the deployment of experts in horticulture, agriculture, and animal husbandry, continues. The 9th Agricultural Intervention with experts at the Agricultural Mission in Lassages, providing much-needed support to local farmers, is about to commence.
She expressed gratitude for the unwavering support provided to Grenada over the years and reassured the increased collaboration and deeper ties between the two countries.
Your Excellency, Grenada is extremely grateful for the invaluable assistance provided to our country and our people over the years. Your country's foreign aid program to developing nations has been steadfast. We assure you that the concessionary loans, grants, technical support, human resource development opportunities, humanitarian and debt relief, health, agricultural, and security support are greatly appreciated by our government and people. Your Excellency, Grenada will continue to work together with the People's Republic of China in the multilateral fora on issues of mutual concern as we work towards deepening the relationship between our two governments and peoples. Your Excellency, Grenada is happy to welcome you, and we look forward to further strengthening the relationship between our two countries. On my behalf and on behalf of the government and people of Grenada, I extend through you best wishes to your President, His Excellency Mr. Xi Jinping, and to the government and people of the People's Republic of China, and I wish you every success as you embark upon your tour of duty.
Finally, in the news, the Child Protection Authority continues its island-wide parenting skills program aimed at reinforcing the need for safe, stable households. The sessions are funded by UNICEF in collaboration with the authority. Public Relations Officer Donella Hostain tells us more about the recent sessions in Carriacou and those to be held on the mainland.
Being a parent isn't always easy. And everyone's parenting style can be different based on their socialization, age, and other factors. However, the Child Protection Authority is doing their part to provide assistance to parents, guardians, and other interested adults through a series of parenting skills sessions. This 5-week psychoeducational initiative, which is funded and sanctioned by UNICEF, commenced mid-September and is expected to run into mid-October, and conducted through various communities in Grenada and Carriacou. According to the project manager at the CPA, Renee Campbell, this program seeks to cover a wide range of topics.
So our parenting community outreach program contains a lot of vital lessons. Some are focused on corporate punishment, as in beatings. Some are focused on safe touching and what is harassment. And some are even focused on the mental pressures and the emotional pressures that our young persons face and how to best support them and to deal with it.
Campbell specifically noted the session done in Carriacou last week as she praised the high turnout of interested males in the sessions.
So far, our program has had some amazing feedback. I would say Carriacou, we had an incredible turnout of men, of fathers, and just general males in the community who wanted to position themselves to be better caretakers of the youth in their village. We have had a lot of parents actually express their concern for children in the wider community, and they've actually expressed that they would be interested in taking formalized parenting classes. It was very, very fruitful to be able to hear firsthand the different things that afflict the different persons, especially where they're physically based, so that we can now provide more appropriate interventions and support services for those who really need us.
She said these parenting sessions are opened to the public. So far, the CPA teams have been to communities in St. Patrick, St. John, St. Andrew, and Carriacou. They are expected to visit communities in St. George, St. Mark, and St. David's in the upcoming weeks. The public is therefore reminded to pay attention to the social media platforms to know when the CPA teams will be in their community. Reporting for the Child Protection Authority, I am Donella Hostain.
Thank you, Donella. That story just ended the GIS News for Tuesday, September 30th. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us.